Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the Falcons under the lights on Sunday night.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Eddie Moore that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now it's Morgan on second down. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Morgan. Now they go screen. It's complete. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Skirts by him at the 35. And shutting him off, now open field. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
On first down, Garner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. That's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Garner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On third down, Garner. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the play. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Falcon football.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And shedding through the tackle to about the 33-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to home and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Garner. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, Freeman. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. At the 43-yard line. They'll try the left side. Garner.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Garner, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go. Garner. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Off the play fake. Freeman going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, Morgan with it. That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Morgan sets up to throw on first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, it's Fowler. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll try the left side. It's Garner. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Fowler. There he goes, right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg?
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
Morgan off of play action. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace face, and he dropped it. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Garner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
To throw on 2nd down, Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
72 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler
to about the 35, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun, it's Morgan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Freeman. He finds his man complete. It's Cox. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And Freeman lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. He finds his man complete. It's Cloud. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Looking to throw. Freeman working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
Right, the highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks
and we
yet
will
to
not
come.
Have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Off play action. Freeman. He'll buy some time right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500.
And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Here's Morgan. And hauling it in, Nelson.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is taken at the 15. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, oh, they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the RPO, he completes it. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
32-yard line.
Back to throw. Freeman over the middle, complete. It's Cox. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Off the play fake. Freeman. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things as it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Carolina offense about ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Freeman. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer, beware. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Shepard now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Panthers coming out now. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Take it at the 37. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Morgan now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Carolina.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Morgan to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fowler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Morgan looks to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Set to throw is Morgan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Looking to throw. Freeman. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 1.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Garner.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The tight end in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Garner. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
27-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Klein.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Off play action. Freeman. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Garner. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Back to throw. Freeman. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing now is Morgan.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Morgan.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Operating from the gun,
Morgan. Another catch there for Waddle.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
13 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, here's Morgan.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Fowler. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Morgan.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now Morgan going to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Calling a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
They will go on 4th down with Morgan.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Garner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Up the middle they go. It's Garner, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Garner, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. It's Garner. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to throw. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Cox. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.